of ours basically asked us to speak about communication. And that's perhaps one of the most challenging topics to even begin to speak about. I think that it's perhaps the most challenging aspect of a marriage. And there are many different aspects of it that we can't tackle in one video.
So this is probably going to be like a dual or 3 or 4 or 5 part, but we just wanted to start. So yeah, let's just first of all say that we are no experts on communication, in the very least, and it's funny how persons are asking us to give tips on communication, but I think that it's a day-to-day thing where we learn every day how to communicate. I like when Robert communicates with me. Of the two of us, I think that Robert is the better communicator.
Well, this is truth. Truth is the truth.
Okay, I think I have a problem communicating effectively sometimes. For instance, if you have an argument, from before we got married, Robert was always the one to really come to me and say, "Hey, we need to get past this." Honestly, at first, Robert takes a day and a century, and I honestly think I have ADD. Robert would spend an hour trying to.
1 hour, Maria.
I'm serious.
1 hour.
No, Robert.
So you were timing.
I'm not timing, but
so what? You have a stop clock?
Robert had spent 1 hour trying to tell me what the problem was, what the solution is supposed to be, and trust me, I don't have time for all of that.
So,
I didn't think I had time for all of that.
So that's the other aspect about communication, is that you learn to modify your approach over time. I think that was my initial approach, to sit down and try to analyze the situation and say what we did wrong, how we could do it better, how we could change our approach. And then eventually I just started to communicate to her on her level. So when she would give me the cold shoulder, I would turn back and give her the same cold shoulder, and then she would understand. I was speaking her lingo, so to speak.
So did that work? No.
That didn't work either. So
okay.
So it's a continual
journey,
and you have to find different strategies to find ways to communicate.
So I think we've grown in that aspect. You think so?
Maybe a little.
How do you think we communicate now after fights? I'm usually one to hold malice. Okay, after a fight, I could go for 2 weeks.
Wow.
I wouldn't say probably 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I could go for a couple of days without
what?
Effectively communicating with Robert, like we just be like housemates, so to speak. I'm not saying it's right. It wasn't right. It's not right. Can I say that? It's not right. Right? Over time, I've learned that. And probably the harder way. Because time lost cannot be regained. Right? And so, you not only hurt yourself, but you also hurt the marriage. And God doesn't want that.
And that's the thing. The marriage comes before even your emotions and how you feel. I think once we put the marriage in perspective, then your rationale for doing things may change, and you start looking at things from a different point of view. So we still argue a lot. We still have issues that we try and resolve in different ways, but ultimately we have found different strategies, I guess, to communicate with each other, be it non-verbal or verbal communication.
So there's no really right or wrong way to go about doing this. Just take your time and see what works for both of you, right? We can switch it up a little bit now. In terms of what I like when I communicate with Robert, he listens. Right? Men, can I just talk to the men for a minute here? Don't go out on the road and tell somebody else how nice your wife is, all of these good things about her, and don't tell her. I like to hear Robert tells me that he loves me.
But I don't say it that often.
You don't. He doesn't. But I like it. It makes me feel reassured. And when he does say it, it's like something goes off. It's like butterflies in my stomach.
Okay.
And he knows that enough. He knows that I love when he tells me he loves me. It makes me feel wanted, appreciated. Words of affirmation do that for me. There's this book,
Five Love Languages.
Five Languages by Gary.
Thomas, I think.
No, Chapman.
Chapman.
It's amazing. We both read the book.
And it still didn't help us when we started to get married.
Yeah, because his love language is acts of service.
Exactly.
No, but
I love when you give me acts of service and cook food and, you know,
but I
have
love acts of
everything ready.
service too.
See, you want everything.
No, but the
So
book.
all 5 languages are yours.
No, but the book never said they can have only one love language.
Yeah, but you have a primary love language. Yours is words of affirmation.
No, but I think it's acts of
Mine
service.
is acts of service.
Well, acts of service and word of affirmation is number one for me. So, gentlemen, that's what I like. I like when my husband reaffirms me, tells me that I'm appreciated, I'm needed, and do that for your wife. Don't be out there telling other people how you love her and this and you don't tell her.
And women, if you don't cook for your husband, someone else will cook for you.
That's not really funny.
But that's true. If you don't cook for your husband, someone else will
So
cook
what
for
she
you.
is disabled?
Well, that's different, Maya.
Exactly.
That's different.
Well,
We're not talking about disability.
so, hold on.
You have to take care of your house.
Robert, but
You have to take care of your house.
But
Just like I have to take care of, you know, expressing how I feel towards you, you in turn have to express non-verbally through words of affirmation or through acts of service to express love to me.
okay, so you just said that you don't tell me you love me all the time.
Right.
So the amount of times I should cook, ladies and gentlemen, is the amount of time he tells me that he loves me. And on that note,
You know, what the Bible says about, you know, gentle.
a gentle answer turns away wrath, but previous words to it.